Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message for July the 7th. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This reading could play out today, over the next several days. This reading may or may not be meant for you, so I do ask that you only take with you the messages that resonate. Leave behind the rest. This reading is also not sign specific, but I will call out any zodiac signs that you may or may not be dealing with. We're going to talk about this sacred twin flame portal gateway. We are experiencing the 7-7 portal gateway, the Sirius Stargate portal, and this really is a sacred twin flame portal gateway. So I feel the energy is kind of permeating the earth with all of these high frequency light code activations. And we've been feeling this for most of the week. And so all of these higher codes that are kind of coming in and being downloaded are supporting your awakening, if that is your path. And so all of these energies are kind of working together within the collective, helping us on our spiritual quest and showing us where we need to remove these very stuck, gunked up energies. And so we're all kind of being pushed forward when it comes to clearing any karmic wounding, releasing the past, and making peace with everything once and for all. And so you may notice, I know for myself, my physical body has been purging as well over the last couple of days. And so as we release all of this pain from the past in this life and past lifetimes, we go through some very uncomfortable physical purging. So there's like all kinds of ascension symptoms showing up. I know a lot of sinus discomfort, a lot of upper chakra pressure has been felt. Sinus pressure, sinus clearing is a very big one when it comes to throat chakra activations, clearing the lungs. So I've been really clearing a lot of like gunk out of my lungs the last couple of days. And this is kind of making room in the heart space for these new earth energies. And so you may also notice temperature fluctuations. I know I can get very extremely cold when I get a lot of activations, and then that can easily shift to full-on body sweats as we kind of go through all of these fluctuations of energies. I know a lot of ringing in the ears, so a lot of clairaudiency gifts are being activated through the ringing of the ears as we all kind of upgrade our pineal gland. And so many of us are coming into our third eye activations. I went through this several years ago, and the energy is requiring the Twin Flame Collective to stand in our full power. So it's going to be interesting how the purging is showing up in your own personal journey. I'd love to hear in the comments what ascension symptoms you've been feeling with these intense light code activations this week. So drop me a comment below and let me know what kind of symptoms you've been feeling, because the energy is very sensitive. And many of us are shifting our psychic perceptions, and our thought processes are definitely undergoing a huge shift, a huge breakdown. And so it can feel like this brain fog energy at certain point in times. And you might be experiencing states of ecstasy and then dropping really low into states of deep sadness, resulting in a lot of confusion and brain fog. And so I want you to know you are not alone. We need to ride this wave together as a collective. Find some like-minded souls that you can discuss this with that are on the same wavelength. You'll quickly learn not everybody is on the same wavelength, and you're going to have to watch who you share these energies with. And so we are not alone. And so we're all being asked to work with these intense energies. Take that time to meditate as your Merkaba is activated, and we download this upgraded DNA structure when it comes to our light body and all of these chakra activations. It can be very extensive when it comes to these physical ascension symptoms. And so rest. Many of us are coming into this brand new discovery as we tap into this greater understanding of our rainbow energy light bodies, the expansion that we're here to embody, and harnessing all of our spiritual gifts, our spiritual capabilities. And so if you are looking to book an energy healing, a coaching session, a cleansing, or a reading, I suggest reaching out and messaging me, because we are at a very pivotal, oh my gosh, moment in time with this gateway portal. And we're halfway through this year of the lovers, the year of big changes, the year of journey to harmony and balance. And so although I feel this is a very exciting time for many on the light working path, it can also be very draining on our energy. It can be confusing. And I feel many in the collective are questioning their entire being and questioning where they're at, where they want to be, and what it is they want out of this lifetime. And so there's a lot of dark energies as well. As the light comes in, so does the dark. And so there's a lot of dark energies permeating us as well, and permitting us to see what it is that we need to work through within our shadows. And although it is very tough, this is how we get in touch with our truest essence. And so many of us are at this crossroads, this divine Y point in the journey. Some of us are very much awake on the ascension journey and are soaring. And there are those who have kept putting off this integration, this healing work, that are working through what I want to describe as like molasses, energetic syrup, so to speak, kind of working through this very thick sludge-like energy, feeling very slowed down. And I just want to say, guys, avoiding your shadows is never the answer. Avoiding this deep shadow work will not get you where you need to be. And so we kind of got to work through all of this low-grade 3D stuff that's no longer serving us on the spiritual path here and now. It is highly advised to do the work, because when that Capricorn full moon comes in, oh, anything you've been sweeping under the rug, anything you've been putting off is going to come forward with a vengeance to be looked at, to be dealt with. And so try not to bring others down if you're in that sludge-like energy. I also want to say detach from any melodramatic games, mind games. So many people do want to stay stuck. So many people don't want to do this shadow work. And so we kind of got to move away from those people. It's time for us as a collective to rewrite our destiny, to rewrite our story, and to manifest magic in our lives. And we can't do that if we're staying stuck with all of these people playing into drama, chaos, and conflict, and not willing to look at their own shadow. And so this portal gateway is bringing forward this great pillar of strength inside each and every one of us. And so in order to use it to your advantage, you kind of got to move beyond anybody stuck in these old limitations, and we got to decide to carve out a new way of living. And it's not easy to do that. And so we do need to remember we're here to live in joy. That was a big message that kept coming through yesterday. My little one, Savannah, wanted to watch the movie Inside Out. And if you've never seen that Disney movie, I highly suggest it. And we were talking about joy. And so Inside Out is all about these different memories in the brain, all of our different emotions, the range of emotions and stuff. And so we are here to live in joy. We are here to live in laughter and love, but it's up to us to choose that. We have to choose to be happy. We have to choose to feel joy and love and laughter in our lives. And we have to welcome in these light codes and all of these high frequency energies. And we have to heal our ego. So our ego healing is in big focus in the energies. Do not allow the ego to control you or your day or your decisions. And that's when we can really make these life-altering changes, when we live out of the heart way. But it takes practice. It takes a lot of practice. I'm 3 years into this integration process, and you have to choose every day to see things in the light. And we got to practice our spiritual vocation day in and day out as we choose to consciously unlearn all of these bad habits And then we can come out the other side as this beautiful, magical, spiritual being. And so I remember in the beginning of my awakening when I cut cords with all kinds of people, the thing I said the most was, see you on the other side. And so when we're on the other side of this shadow work, that's when we can really step into the magic that exists in the physical world every second of every day. And so this Sirius Stargate twin flame portal is opening us up to these new higher states of consciousness, these new timelines, and these brand new dimensional realities. And so this truly is a beautiful time for the collective, but we have to be willing to step into this evolution process, and we have to be willing to embody Christ consciousness, which is unconditional love. And that is when we can manifest our wildest dreams. And so on top of the Stargate portal today, we do have the moon transiting through Libra. And so this energy is tending towards intellectualizing our emotions, and relationships are being prioritized, and we learn our biggest lessons through relationships with others. And so the moon in Libra wants balance, wants justice, dislikes rude, harsh behavior, and wants to avoid conflicts. And so I think the biggest lesson we're kind of learning as the moon transits through Libra is how to enforce healthy boundaries, how to stand up for ourselves when it comes to any conflicts. And I think the ultimate goal in the energies is to maintain peace, but not at the expense of self-sacrificing. And so I think under this influence, especially with the moon influenced by Venus, the planet of love, relationships, a very feminine energy, I think many of us are especially sensitive to the injustices in our own life and in the world. If you look at what's going on in the United States and all of those women that had these rights taken away, it's been a big injustice. And so I feel it's all about fairness, equality. There is a need for emotional justice in our lives. And so one of the weaknesses with the moon in Libra is that hardship of setting those firm boundaries. Self-love is boundaries as well. We can't let people keep overstepping our personal boundaries. And so there is a need for boundaries. And when we don't have those boundaries in place and people overstep, that's when we get into trouble and we get angry, we get frustrated, and then we can really lean into some selfish energies. And so I feel harmonious relationships is what's in focus with this portal gateway, and where we have our greatest weakness of codependency within relationships, because we cannot have that divine union when we are not interdependent within relationships. We're shedding all of these codependencies. And so the energy can trigger a lot of immature energies. And you're really going to want to look at where you've entered into a relationship just for the sake of being in a relationship, even if it doesn't serve you. I would rather be alone than just going into a relationship just to be in a relationship for what? Status quo, society standards. And so I think we're all being asked to notice our own flaws as well, and where we have a fear of maybe settling down permanently within a relationship. And so air signs are usually not very emotional. It's a very mental energy. And that's why I say this intellectualization of our emotions really isn't going to serve us. And so I feel get ready for some communication, which will either make or break a relationship, because we all do need that bonding. We need emotional bonding. We need intellectual stimulation within a relationship, and we also need that physical attraction. It can't just be one without the others, and we need all of that to really connect with another. And with the moon in Libra trining Venus in Gemini, I feel a lot of the divine feminines are going to be feeling very charismatic in the energies, self-confident, and opening up to maybe the possibility of dating again. And so I think get ready for any difficulties surrounding communication to kind of just fade away if you've been doing the deep work. I know for myself, I got a couple of dates lined up coming up in the next week or so, and I'm just kind of open. I'm going to flow with whatever transpires in the energies. And so with the transiting moon trine Venus, this brings love into focus, harmony into focus, friendships, relationships, and this deep desire to just want to go out and have some fun. So I think the energy is very loving, very receptive, and I think a lot of the divine feminines are rising in their popularity, easily making new friends, new connections, and it truly is an excellent time for dating, because I do feel many of the divine feminine's charm and beauty is attracting in a lot of genuine, honest offers when it comes to manifesting a new loving connection. And so I also feel if you're in a relationship, sex will feel a little bit more intimate with that aspect. It's very enjoyable, very heightened energy, very sensitive to touch. I know as a Taurus, I'm big on touch. And so the moon trine Venus is like this very maternal energy, mothering energy. It is a good time to start a family, nurture a family, protect your family. And I feel to just shower everybody with kindness, love, and affection. And so it is also a very good time to ask somebody out on a date, or maybe book a vacation, buy somebody a gift, play some games, watch a movie, anything entertaining. So I know for myself, I'm home alone today with Savannah. My oldest daughter went away, and so we're going to just do a cuddle day and movies on the couch later. It's kind of not the nicest day. And so I also want to mention with the moon trine Saturn, this is going to give us all patience and emotional strength to handle any difficult relationship issues that need to be dealt with. And so personal issues coming to a head, I do feel, when it comes to honoring traditional family values, breaking free from these old habits, and finding new solutions to any of these old problems. And we're really going to want to rely on our instinctual energies. We're going to want to rely on our intuition. And so, especially when it comes to making any important decisions about your home life, your family life, or relationships. And so you might want to seek out advice. You might want to book a reading. I think there's a lot of memories coming through in dream space as well that have been guiding our feelings when it comes to this purging, this clearing, and this self-development. And so past life regression might also be something that might interest you in the energies. I'm actually in the process of being certified for past life regression, and hopefully that will be a service I will be offering come the fall for all of you beautiful souls. And so this is really also a good time to pay respect to your ancestors or any crossed over loved ones, grandparents, parents. So you might want to make a trip to the cemetery to pay honor to any ancestors that have crossed over in the energies. It is this deep drawn energy when it comes to the past. You might want to maybe look through some old photo albums, some old keepsakes, some old collectibles. It's very nostalgic is what I feel. And so with the moon later today forming a square to Pluto, oh, this is like, oh, deep emotions coming to the surface, especially when it comes to your connection with your family, especially to your mother. So I feel this can symbolize deep psychological awareness when it comes to the bond, the emotional bond that you have with your mother and how it has reverberated throughout your life. And it can really lead to a lot of compulsive and destructive behavior. Pluto is death, transformation, and all of these deeply buried feelings are likely going to be exposed. If they haven't already been exposed, and it's going to be very difficult to control any intense emotions surfacing, which will lead to all kinds of intense reactions. And my throat is very irritated. Oh my goodness. That's what I mean. A lot of clearing from the lungs. And so this is actually going to be very healing for us to get all of these intense emotions out of the subconscious mind. And so get ready to face some emotional power struggles within any unhealthy family dynamics or partnerships. And the energy can become quite ruthless, triggering jealousy, manipulation, guilt tripping. I really don't like being guilt tripped. I know. And so it's really hard as an empath to break free from that negative cycle. So it might trigger somebody trying to bully you, which could also lead to domestic violence. And I'm not trying to instill fear, but you're really going to want to be aware of your actions, whether you're going to be the perpetrator of this energy or you're going to be the victim. Relationship crisis is likely in the energies with that square aspect. But this really is where we embrace these challenging energies and we turn it into an opportunity to transform and evolve beyond these old stuck patterns. And so conscious awareness is really what is going to help us all deal with all of these dark areas of our human psyche, our shadow aspect, especially when it comes to any bigotry, misogyny, racism, fears, phobias, addictions, or any sexual issues as well. And I think family secrets are going to be exposed, which can be very confronting when it comes to your own secrets or any embarrassing habits that are likely going to be exposed in order to be cleared once and for all. And so whatever the case is for your own personal journey, I think get ready for this huge elimination when it comes to bad habits, bad behaviors, and get ready to embrace a positive transformation of your emotions in order to improve your relationship. So let's jump in with some cards, guys, and we are going to start off with the Sacred Activation deck today. Perception transition. We are transitioning our thought processes, guys. So these high frequency light codes are supporting us to embrace our natural curiosity, to shift our perception. The energy is really moving us all beyond our comfort zone, to say the least, and to find the edges of what we perceive as real, and to take a good, hard, long, deep look at our life, because we are transitioning. We are embracing this deep understanding of our ever-changing nature as a human being when it comes to our entire existence, not only this life, but past lives. And so we're all kind of learning to let go and surrender to this process. The transition is coming. The change is here, guys. Whether you're ready for it or not, the change is a-coming. And so get ready to delight in some states of bliss as we tap into this capacity and this understanding that we do create our experience here in this physical reality through our feelings. So yeah, intense joy and happiness, and then the fall. And I think a lot of emotions are being evoked in order to get us to balance that inner masculine and feminine energy. And I know I was talking to a good friend of mine overseas, and there was a deep heaviness on the heart yesterday. I know there was a lot of lower chakra purging taking place for myself and this other divine feminine. And then she got stuck in the heart, the heaviness in the heart. And so there's going to be a huge heart release when it comes to accepting this unconditional love from God source energy. And I think the heart really is in need of healing right now. And we have to heal the heart if we are to harmonize the mind, the heart, and the body, and to come into that perfect alignment. So let's see what else. Beautiful remembrance. That's that remembrance of all of our past memory, everything that we have gone through as a soul in a physical body. And there's a lot of valuable information coming forward for us to harness our own spiritual tools to flow through this transition, this lifetime. And so we are shifting our beliefs. Absolutely. And these higher frequency light codes are supporting us to harness our deep sense of self-worth, to harness our gifts and our talents, and to restore this strong connection to source, because we are expanding our consciousness in the energies. And so you're going to want to focus. You're really going to want to focus as we tap into all of these multidimensional aspects of who we are. We are multidimensional energetic beings. And so a lot is shifting when it comes to our current reality at this time, our senses, our beliefs, what's here to support us. And bottom of the deck, tantric journey. That's that deep, intimate, sexual energy that I channeled. And so This deep intimacy will help us unlock all of this hidden knowledge that we share. And so there is a romantic connection coming through today. We got Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. And so I feel we are reminded that we are infinitely connected to one another, connected to the earth. We are all one giant consciousness. None of us are separate. We all hold an intricate piece of the puzzle for this ascension mission. And so we are all connected. We are all connected to the great Mother Earth. We are all connected to the universal energies that birthed us all. And so the energy is synergizing for sure. When it comes to this allowance and this acceptance. Many of us are seeing things we've never seen before within our third eye. And all of the combination of these energies are striving towards this union, a new way of functioning, a new way of being, a new way of working, a new way of thinking, a new way of relating with others, of loving others, and just being. And so I think we're reminded to embrace all of these unfamiliar energies because this really is a new, exciting co-creation that we are experiencing when it comes to birthing these new Earth timelines. And so romantic love, tantric journey. So there's definitely a higher love trying to come in, a love that will support your journey to wholeness and completion of a cycle. So get ready for a lot of reflection when it comes to your past experiences with lovers, because we are shifting our consciousness and we are manifesting conscious lovers, awakened lovers, and we are coming into this deep remembrance that we are all one. And so compassion is going to be needed. Compassion of self, compassion of others. You're going to want to refrain from judgment. We all have our unique pathway, and I feel as we bridge heaven and earth, spirit and matter, I feel this is where we can really tap into this unconditional flow of love from source energies, and we can bring that into our heart center and ground that in the world. So let's keep going with some more oracle messages. I'm going to use the Rose Oracle deck again today. Healing is happening. I love it. And we're still feeling that Venus aspect, that Venus Chiron aspect. So I just want to remind you, you're never broken. We can all put ourselves back together any way we want, but we kind of got to come undone first. And so we're needing to trust in the process. Deep healing is happening. We have this Sophia energy, the divine feminine energy. And so this divine plan is playing out. So get ready to embrace your cosmic intelligence that you all have within when it comes to your own spiritual wisdom. So deep healing is happening. And many of us have been on this journey for several years. So we're kind of being asked to surrender to the mystery of everything that's taking place in the energies, because we are healing. We're doing some deep, deep ancestral work as light beings. We are clearing ancestral karma. We are healing the mother line. And we're growing up. We're finally ready to grow up. I'm 42 years old, and I'm like, am I ever going to be a grown up? I guess I'm just a big kid at heart. The return. Maybe the return of a romantic love, the return of a past life connection. You get to decide. It's time to rewrite that new story, guys. Everything is coming together. There is a divine feminine here coming into perfect alignment with the flow of these energies, manifesting the right relationship. So there is definitely a romantic relationship coming together, and maybe the return of somebody from the past as a divine feminine does this deep ancestral healing of her mother line. And I feel this return has been hidden in plain sight, guys. And I feel a feminine here that is learning, stepping into her teaching role, and ready to realize her creation. It is harvest time. It is the right time to harvest a divine counterpart union, stepping into devotion. So get ready for some divine rapture, guys. Let's get a couple more oracle messages and we will jump in with the tarot. It's time to unlock our creativity, but in order to do that, you kind of got to chill the heck out a little bit. We don't want to be all perpetually frazzled. Because when we're all up in that cerebral energy, it's really hard to flow with these light code activations. And so I feel pressure. The pressure's on. The pressure's on. We got to stop freaking out. Maybe it's time to put the phone down, put the energies on do not disturb, and relax in your inner being. Let go of drama, any drama that was never yours to begin with anyway, because we're unlocking our creative potential. And I feel we all are holding this proverbial paintbrush in our hand, staring at the proverbial blank canvas. And what do you want in your life? You can bring anything into your life. And so it's time to make your life beautiful again. It's time to break through that brain fog, that cerebral fog. It's really time to embrace this creative manifestation process. And I feel a lot of karma is playing out. And we kind of got to clear these energies one page at a time. So we're going to get a few more messages with this deck. And then we will jump in with the tarot. And then I will close off the reading after with my little mini crystal wisdom deck. So what else does the collective need to be aware of with these energies today? There we go. Ascending on your rightful throne. And they said, that's it. That's all. Bottom of the deck. Manifest your masterpiece. Beautiful. It's really time to get the grind on, guys. It's really time to start creating the tomorrow of your dreams today. We all have a choice. And choose to do that today. So I feel many of us are tapping into our ancient Egyptian shadow selves, going deep into our Akashic history, into our motherline history. And I went all the way back to Aphrodite, Isis, and Osiris, all kinds of past life timelines I've traveled to. And so a lot of this too is stemming around the Old Testament, the Bible, as we prepare to ground this golden age. And so Leo placements, anybody with major Leo placements, I think are really going to be feeling this energy the most when it comes to past life timelines being integrated. I'm a Leo North Node. I know my oldest daughter is a Leo rising. My karmic partner was a Leo rising. My divine counterpart is a Jupiter in Leo. So pay attention to where Leo is. Leo is linked to the lion tribe energy, the prophesized lion tribe energy in the Old Testament. And so a lot of past life transmissions are coming through, and we're all being asked to suit up in our spiritual armor, to know that when you walk into a room, you own it. You draw people in, and I feel releasing all of these negative thought processing. So lapis lazuli might also be a crystal you might want to be working with in the energy if your mind has gotten the best of you. But we are all ascending on our rightful throne, and it really is time for us to manifest our masterpiece and to balance our entire being. So get ready to send some pure intentions out into the universe, to face that inner beast and to bring things all together, and to know that you have this greatness inside of you, but you have to choose to go after it. And so it's really time to get your grind on, to release this overthinking, which is Gemini, Virgo energy, and to maybe say a little prayer. Ask for what it is that you need. And trust that your blessings will come in exactly divine timing. It's all dependent on you doing the work. And so we're kind of being asked to find a level of equanimity within our left and our right brain processing. And I think get ready to square it up with the universe in order to come into a state of wholeness. So let's jump in with some tarot, guys. Wow, very beautiful messages coming through today. Six of Swords. It's time to move on from a drama queen. We got a possessive, jealous drama queen that somebody is like, nah, I'm done. I'm moving on. This isn't working. We got a very angry, jealous, possessive, bitter, feminine energy here. That's trying to come between somebody going after their dreams. There's a big block in somebody's career and personal life due to this Queen of Wands reverse. So Aries, Leo, Sag doesn't have to be, but harnessing that energy. Very controlling, very demanding, lacks a level of independence, afraid to be alone, and Somebody's like, no, I'm done with this challenging, melodramatic drama queen, and I need relief in my life. Somebody's moving away from this very depressing situation, very aggressive situation, and relocating. So somebody's relocating, moving away from a drama queen, a very jealous, possessive person, and it is a masculine. Taking charge of a situation, Aries energy. I'm all done playing games. This is not my match. This is not my equal. Who the heck does this woman think she is, trying to control an emperor? I don't think so. So we got an emperor, we got a divine masculine getting ready to use his logic and take charge of a situation, because ain't no success here with this Queen of Wands reversed. She's not creative. She's not passionate. The spark is gone. There's anger here, and there's a masculine getting ready to ascend on his rightful throne, to accept a leadership position within the collective, and to harness some structure and discipline, and all done playing games. All done playing games with this karmic feminine energy. Yeah, all done. Getting honest about how bored and discontent I've been in this situation. I'm not emotionally available. This is a very unemotional relationship, and somebody's getting ready to speak up. They're getting ready to speak up. There's that Libra energy. So somebody is getting ready to use their intelligence, and I feel they've not been well respected in a relationship with a Queen of Wands reverse. Bored, discontent, dissatisfied, and they're getting ready to communicate clearly, this is not what I want, this is not what I asked for, taking charge for sure of a situation. So King of Swords, yeah, all done. No more harmony, no more unity. This foundation is no longer working for me. There's nothing left here to celebrate. There's no peace, there's no prosperity, there's no contentment in this masculine's personal life. He doesn't have any self-respect, and it's time for somebody to speak up. Alrighty, let's see what else we got here, guys. What else do we need to be aware of today? Remembrance. Four of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Again today, the Wheel. Things are moving forward. A fresh new start, and the end of delays are here. And somebody's thinking about speaking up for sure. They've been all trapped up in their head with the Nine of Swords, and they're ready for healing. They're ready to go after their wish fulfillment, and they are making an unexpected choice in love, needing to choose between two, definitely awakening to some truth and gaining that new perspective. Huge shift in perspective, huge shift in consciousness when it comes to a reconciliation. There's a lot of nostalgia here. Hidden emotions, fear, and there is without a doubt an ending of a connection that's just not working. There's been resistance to this release, this ending, this transformation. This has to completely end and die away for that new beginning. Somebody is definitely going through a spiritual transformation, and they've been clinging to control. There's somebody clinging to control, not wanting to release this masculine, that they've really been holding back on their spiritual transformation. And I feel something is crumbling to the ground. Complete and total financial ruin. This foundation was never built on solid ground in the first place, and it's kind of time to break it apart if you want that renewal and that forgiveness. So yeah, I feel somebody did not want to listen to their intuition in the past, and they were not paying attention to the signs and the things, and now they're like feeling all of this unfounded worry and fear, needing to release some fear. There has been a lot of withholding when it comes to communication. Somebody's been holding back, watching, lurking, trying to change their perception, trying to gain some insights when it comes to maybe communicating with somebody from the past. The Six of Cups is past energy, and I feel somebody's been revisiting an old connection, maybe from 6 years ago, 4 years ago, trying to figure out how to bring healing into a situation, how to bring positive change into their life. The only player I see on the board is this King of Swords now. So there is a masculine that's really been up in his head, going through this deep pause for reflection and insights and awakening. An awakening of some sort when it comes to preparing to embrace true romantic love. There is a deep, intimate connection here, and a masculine getting ready to make a head over heart decision, to choose to go after what truly speaks to their heart, and wanting a reconciliation, secretly wanting a reconciliation, going through a period of expansion, I think. They've been thinking about sending a message, but they haven't. They haven't, because they're afraid of maybe rejection. But there's this energy of dreams coming true. The wheel, the star, the Six of Cups. Unexpected sudden movement forward. A positive change that's going to bring all of these challenging times to an end. And a sudden revelation that will make everything crystal clear. So let's see what this Page of Swords has to say, because they've been watching as they've been going through a personal transformation is what I'm feeling. Yeah, at that crossroads, definitely hitting that rock bottom when it comes to a missed opportunity that they were not willing to invest in. So a major wake-up call for sure, because it's kind of time to take those next steps forward. Somebody's at the crossroads, and they are definitely hitting rock bottom. This is a core wound that I feel has haunted somebody for a very long time and has prevented them from taking action towards what is really going to bring them contentment. And all they can think about is this missed opportunity. Somebody's been sulking, grieving, suppressing their heart, going through a major wake-up call, feeling very lost, knowing that it's time to take those steps, to go through this expansion process, to move forward. And so this could be a same-sex relationship. But I do feel a connection where the two of you did share the same dreams at one point in time. And maybe somebody made a poor choice and they went towards a distraction, and they're very discontent and bored in that contract. And there's no more emotional contentment. It's unrequited love. It's definitely not working out anymore. And so I do feel a masculine getting ready to travel towards a lover from the past, the return. So we're going to look at this King of Swords, definitely going through a transformation, breaking down all of the walls and the barriers around his heart. Yeah, there's a masculine here that's gone through a significant life experience that has broken down all of the barriers around his heart in order for this transformation. The Magician, Gemini energy. Big changes are taking place. A powerful, unexpected revelation is breaking somebody's walls down when it comes to this release of all of these old beliefs around love. And I'm all done fighting. I'm all done fighting in this toxic situation, getting ready to stand up for what they believe in and trying to find the strength to believe that magic can be alive again. They want to heal a past connection that I feel they've been grieving over for a very extended period of time. Grieving over the fact that things have not turned out, likely masking the pain through addiction. They've not wanted to look behind them at what was walked away from, but all of the cups on the ground are shattered, and there's a lot of emotions. And somebody is learning self-forgiveness and trying to find the hidden blessings. And there is some illumination about, hey, it's time for me to come in with an apology. It's time for me to rush in to sweep somebody off of their feet, because I need balance in my life. And there was without a doubt an injustice being made right, Libra energy. So I do feel somebody is really stressed out about coming into a lover for reconciliation. Could be a Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius. The Lovers. It's time to lay down this burden. Yeah, to lay down the burden of, you know, I didn't invest in the past in what was going to bring me a lot of material comfort, a lot of emotional satisfaction. There was likely a masculine here losing it all in order to ascend on their rightful throne. So a long-standing burden is being released. This could be somebody struggling with some health issues due to stress, maybe a recent job loss. And everything happens for a reason. And I feel this was a major wake-up call in order to get somebody to go towards deep, meaningful connections and love in their life. And so there's a divine masculine taking action, making that unexpected choice in love, and getting ready to reveal some secret emotions. Some secrets are coming out. Somebody's been secretly holding on to this connection and they're rushing in. Oh boy, are they rushing in fast. Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sag, because it's time to plant those seeds. It's time to invest in something that is worth your time, to invest in something that will be long-term planning for the future, and to release all of this unnecessary worry. So, time to plant those seeds, guys. Let's take a look at this Six of Cups, because there is a reconciliation. Queen of Cups, Wise Counsel reverse, Three of Cups. Yeah, releasing a third-party energy for sure. Somebody without a doubt received poor counsel in the past. And wherever they've been at, there's been a lack of unity. There's been a lack of spiritually minded connections in this person's life. And there is going to be a loss of a third party entity. And somebody's coming in hoping that it's not too late. And maybe towards this Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Could be dealing with the Taurus. But I feel somebody went towards a karmic foundation. They didn't choose their true soul family. They didn't listen to the higher guidance. They weren't listening to their intuition. There's something breaking down. And I feel a Queen of Cups here that really has been protecting her energy, covering her cup, only giving love to herself and people that reciprocate. A very loving, compassionate queen who has been receiving deep psychic insights, and intuitive of some sort, who has a lot of love to give, but is more focused on self-care at the moment, trusting in her intuition. And this is triggering somebody following their heart. They're coming back from something that they walked away from because this was a very painful injustice. It's time to come from a place of integrity. Somebody's not been able to move on from this Queen of Cups. And they're choosing to make a big change, to come towards her. They don't want this queen to turn their back on them. And so somebody's rushing in. They're rushing in. They want this queen to fall in love with them again. And they're hoping she'll uncover her cup. So get ready for a sudden love affair to show up. Maybe somebody from the past that you did have a deep connection with that you've not been able to release. Because somebody needs balance in their life. And there is true love here, guys. There is true love here. And we are round in the corner to some beautiful energies, likely by Lionsgate with the Sun and the Strength card. There's that Leo energy. And so get ready for an epiphany that will lead to a magical new opportunity on your spiritual journey. Personal power. Harness that personal power. Harness that strength. Somebody's getting ready to be assertive and to come in seeking compassion and forgiveness. And I think these plans are going to work out perfectly, but somebody's going to have to come out of hiding. Somebody's been in hiding for quite some time, Virgo. And it's time to come out of that deep, meaningful solitude, that deep, meaningful introspection. Somebody's been going through some self-discovery here, and now they're coming in with an offer. Breaking free from an entrapment of some sort because they lacked confidence. And they're getting ready to find their strength and their determination. They're coming in with that sort of truth, and they're severing any connection in the way of them going after what it is that they want. And that's kind of what I got for a message today, guys. Actually, I forgot. Let's see what else needs to come through with the Crystal Wisdom Oracle message is. And we'll just get a couple closing messages. Tiger's Eye, that came through in the other deck as well. So, there is a masculine finding his courage, and the energy is supporting him to make these big life changes. And so I do feel something is being manifested for sure. Empowerment is going to be key in all areas of your life. Self-acceptance. Somebody is fully accepting responsibility for their life and finally understanding that they are worthy of great things and manifesting a positive outcome. And so discipline is needed for sure. And there is a masculine practicing the art of discipline, which is bringing forward this deep sense of freedom in his soul, bringing forward communication. A lot of passionate communication, because there is a masculine going through a spiritual awakening, understanding his spiritual warrior of light from within, and coming in to sweep somebody off of their feet. That's what I got, guys. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a twin soul reading, I encourage you to check out that description box below, guys. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.